Human man saves drowning alien leopard and turns pale at what he was protecting. Dust storms had swept across the Martian outlands for 3 straight days, turning the skies copper red and burying everything in fine grit. Lieutenant Cole Mercer, a recovery operative for the UN Frontier Corps, had seen 100 strange things on this desert world, but he'd never seen a leopard, especially not one with spotted fur that shimmered in the light and eyes like bioluminescent sapphires. He'd only spotted the creature because of the splashing. The pool was deep, a rare collection of runoff trapped in a crater basin. It was supposed to be dry, but the recent quakes had unearthed ancient groundwater. Cole had come to investigate seismic sensors. Instead, he found a thrashing form in the water, limbs slick and spotted, struggling to breathe. The creature was drowning. Without hesitation, Cole stripped off his gloves and dove in. The water was freezing, thicker than earth water, mixed with Martian silt and mineral sludge. But the creature didn't fight him. It was barely conscious, its elongated body too heavy for its own strength. Cole grabbed it on the front legs and kicked hard, hauling both of them toward the shore. Behind him, his crewmate Davis shouted through the comms, "Cole, what the hell are you doing? That thing might be venomous." "Doesn't matter," Cole growled. "It's dying." They reached the edge, and Cole heaved the leopard-like creature onto solid ground. It coughed, a wet, alien sound, and twitched. He leaned close. "You okay?" he asked, more to himself than anything. "You hear me?" The alien's eyes blinked open, glowing, intelligent. But what truly shook him was not his awareness, but what it was shielding beneath its belly. A tiny form, smaller than a house cat, wet mewling, covered in the same spotted fur, and even more fragile. A cub. Cole reeled back. Holy hell! The larger creature, the mother, dragged herself around the cub, snarling weakly at him, not in threat but in warning. Protective, maternal. Davis approached slowly, rifle drawn but lowered. "That's a goddamn Zeraxi cat. I thought they were extinct after the war." "They are," Cole whispered. "Or they were." The mother curled around the cub and let out a soft, rumbling whine. She wasn't panicking for herself, Cole muttered. She was drowning because she was holding that thing above water. Davis whistled low. She was saving her baby. They set up a makeshift shelter nearby, keeping their distance but observing. Cole ran bioscans, non-invasive. The creature's vitals were weak but recovering. Both were still dripping wet, shivering, exhausted. They gave her food, hydration gel, and protein packs. She wouldn't touch them until Cole knelt, arms outstretched, and offered the food slowly. She sniffed, nuzzled the packet, then tore into it. "You ever seen behavior like this?" Davis asked. "No, but I've seen mothers like her. Even the alien ones. Especially the alien ones," Cole said. That night, as the winds howled over their dome, Cole didn't sleep. He watched the leopard mother nurse her cub, her blue glowing eyes sometimes flicking toward him, cautious but no longer hostile. She trusted him. Not completely, but enough. By morning, the leopard tried to stand. Her front limbs worked fine, but her hindquarters dragged. An injury, likely from a fall into the pool. She couldn't hunt, couldn't flee. "She won't last out here," Cole said, gazing at the two of them. "Not injured, not with predators. Or poachers." "So what are you thinking?" Davis asked flatly. "That we pack up 2 endangered Zeraxi predators and smuggle them past command. I'm saying we report this, and if command wants to vivisect them, they can go through me." Davis grunted. "You getting attached?" Cole looked at the cub curled up beside its mother, tiny and twitching. "I'm not leaving a mother and child to die." They built a sled from salvage panels, rigged a thermal tarp, and made a sling for the mother. She didn't resist. In fact, when Cole gently lifted the cub and placed it in his arms, the mother gave a low, approving rumble. "She knows," Cole said, amazed. "She understands." They traveled 3 kilometers back to the rover. Slowly, carefully, the entire time, the mother never took her eyes off Cole. Not with suspicion, but something deeper. Trust earned at the edge of death. Back at base, Cole filed a private biological alert with the Science Division, marking the coordinates as unstable terrain to prevent military interest. He transferred footage of the rescue, including the cub reveal. He didn't mention the mother's level of understanding. He didn't mention that she had, during the night, dragged herself closer to where he slept and laid her head near his boots, like a silent sentinel, watching over him as much as he did her. Weeks passed. The mother, who he began calling Sarah, healed slowly but surely. The cub, named Kedu, thrived, playful, mischievous, and full of life. Sarah accepted Cole completely, let him feed her, clean her wounds, even rest his hand on the cub when it nuzzled under his coat. "Every inch of her says predator," Davis commented once. "But when she looks at you, she sees kin," Cole said quietly. Then came the order. "Per command protocol," the base administrator said, "any discovery of alien fauna must be turned over for off-world biological processing. You are to surrender the subjects within 24 hours. Cole read the document twice. "They're not subjects. They're family. They're property of the UEN. "No," he said, standing. "They're survivors." That night, he made his choice. He loaded Sarah and Kedu onto the rover, packed rations, water, and old maps from the terraforming days. He activated a dummy trail to fool the patrols. When Davis caught up to him at the perimeter gate, he didn't stop him. "You're insane," Davis said. "You'll be hunted." "I've seen what they do in those labs," Cole replied. "I'd rather be exiled than complicit." Davis nodded once. "Then go, and don't look back." Cole found an abandoned geothermal cavern nestled in the canyons. Warm, hidden, protected. He built a shelter from old drone panels, grew moss patches and fungi, filtered water from subterranean springs. Sarah began to walk again, limping but proud. Keita grew fast, already learning to stalk sand mice and leap across rocks with boundless energy. Cole stayed, became part of their rhythm. A guardian, a packmate, a man who saved a drowning alien mother and discovered she was protecting not just her child, but hope, the last hope of a species thought lost.